We live. Happy Wednesday and welcome to another Everybody Can't Go Convo. I am your host, Jessie Holley, and today we have back in the building, back in the Everybody Can't Go Convo studios, Mr. Nasir Cooke. And we're going to go ahead and dive into talking about his nonprofit, Change the Narrative, and the 180. I know you like, what is 180? He's going to tell you all about it. 180 days of... He gonna tell you what he been doing. So, welcome back, Nas. Thank you so much for coming back on with us.
Yes, Lord. Great to be here.
Awesome. Okay, so tell us all about your 501c3, Change the Narrative, and what's the purpose, the inception, what's the company all about?
Change the narrative. It's a blessing. It's something I do to again highlight the fact of chasing purpose, not money. Mm-hmm. It's a nonprofit, 501c, like you said, that I mentor, guide, and lead the youth on walking with purpose, understanding purpose, and leading with intention. Learning how to understand your value and walk with value. It's just really purpose. I please God, not people. And the purpose of that is to change the narrative for people that look like me.
That's what's up.
Yes, Lord.
So we've been, chopping it up before we went ahead and started to roll tapes so that we could do this episode. And I heard you mention a couple of times this 180. You like, I'm on day 180. What does that mean? What's that all about?
It's the marathon. It's the marathon. So for 180 days straight, day 175, day 176, day 177. But for 180 days straight, I woke up 5 a.m. to make straight progression to what it's going to be, to where I'm going. I can't speak on it until day 365 out of 365. But when it's 365 or 365 days, like Rod Wave said, we're going to shock the world. And that's what I'm standing on.
Okay, that's what's up.
For sure.
And so I can't do that math off the top of my head right now, but basically by the end of this year, there's something big coming and you've been working toward this purpose and consistent every single day of this year so far.
Yes, Lord.
I will say that in itself is an accomplishment. Simply because, most people, when you're talking about starting a New Year's resolution or a new goal for the year, most people fall off, it's within the first 2 weeks, and for sure, by the 21st day, which is why I have the Write the Vision workshop on the 21st, 22nd of the year of January, because I'm like, I'm going to give you your first 21 days to do it by yourself, to make your resolution, make your declarations, do what you're going to do, and give you time. Once people start falling off, now come on in here so I can talk to you real quick so we can go ahead and get this vision on paper and start to write out these goals to execute. So just the fact that you've made it, we're halfway through the year already and, still going strong at it. And you talking about waking up at 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all okay. And that's rain, sleet, hail, or snow, whether you on vacation or not, whether you traveling or not, you're up at 5.
Like Jay Hurt said, rain, sleet, or snow, the show must go on. So it's every day. We here. 5 a.m. Make prayer and attack your day. Be the best version you can be at that day, at that time. At that day 180. CTN Gems.
Okay. Every day means every day. Shout out to B Burns. But that's wild. I can't say that I've made a declaration that has ever been like that strong, that I've been that consistent at. Like for me, I'm like, I know my limitations. Consistency is 5 days a week. Like, So sure. Every single day, 7 days a week, nonstop, like that's big. I can't wait to see what you have dropping at the end of the year when you make it to your 365. So going back to talking about the youth that you work with for your nonprofit, dive into that a little bit more. What types of things are you talking to the youth about when you're coaching them on purpose? What does the program look like?
It's really just aligning them for what their alignment should be. Really chasing purpose, understanding the importance of having a purpose. The importance of not chasing the worldly aspect of money and chasing the godly aspect of purpose. To even like the little things of how to shake somebody's hand, how to articulate proper words in the sentences, how to upgrade your vernacular, like everything that we need as young Black men that the world overlooks us on. That's what we speak about. It ain't even like I see them as my mentees. These my, I'm saying, my little brothers, my youngins, that we all gonna win. And if it's somebody that's going to lead that pack, I'm going to do it. Like I said before in one of my speeches, it's almost like freeing modern-day slaves from modern-day slavery. So that's what I'm on. That's what it is. That's what it ain't.
Okay, that's what's up. So if there was a person who perhaps is not a youth, but they are struggling with finding what their purpose is, like where do you even start with identifying what your purpose is?
Come to one of my networking events. That's where we can start. But nah, it's finding your purpose is really taking heed to yourself, investing in yourself, understanding what you like to do subliminally without even thinking about doing it. What you wake up doing every day with having no feeling towards it. What's something you do that fills your cup up that you do for other people? You know what I'm saying? And when you figure that out, what you most get encouraged to, I ain't gonna lie, that's probably your calling. That's probably something that you've been called to do. Figure that out. But if not, you can surround yourself around people that know their purpose. Like I said, one of my networking events, coming to an event of mine, you're gonna be around people that know their purpose, people that know what they want out of life, people that know what their mission is. And it's gonna rub off on you. If you're around 4 dummies, you're gonna be the 5th. If you're around 6 intelligent people that know their purpose, you're gonna be the 7th. Surround yourself with it.
Okay.
Yes, Lord.
That makes sense. So for those who they know or they think they know what their purpose is and they're ready to take it to the next level, or they're trying to figure out how to move in their purpose and actually start operating in their purpose, what suggestion do you have for people that they're kind of moving in it, but they're like, I don't know. They like just dip their baby toe in.
Okay. So are you asking like more on like how to monetize your purpose or just how to
just start moving in it?
Okay.
We got to move in it before we start talking about monetization.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because that's a blocker right there.
For sure. I would say to move with your purpose and align yourself with your purpose, it just comes down to aligning yourself with everything that aligns with your purpose. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. And then when you dip your toe in, there ain't no dipping your toe in your purpose. You jump right in. You dive right in. It's like, I'm going to dip my toe in becoming a millionaire. I'm going to dip my toe into helping this person that's struggling. I'm going to dip my toe into understanding God. That you do it. It's either you're going to do it or you're going to do it or you're not going to. But don't half-ass your risk. Take that risk on your purpose. And it's the greatest investment you could do for yourself.
I like what you said. So 2 of those 3 things that you said about you're not gonna kind of help somebody. That made it super cut and dry. You either gonna do it or you not. And to me, that one of what you said, that was the most impactful because I'm like, oh wait, no, that one's so simple that it ain't no getting it wrong. There isn't no well, but what about if you're committing to help somebody, you're either gonna do it or you're not. Which made me think to myself that if you are going to help somebody, we'll ask all those extra questions when we're talking about helping ourselves.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about moving in our own purpose, it's all of those, well, what about this? What about that? The what ifs? It's never just as simple as, are you going to do it or not? And exactly. That's what that made me think of.
Exactly, and that's really what it is. You're gonna do it. If you're gonna do it for yourself, do it for yourself. That you are your greatest investment. Why not make yourself your biggest investment? You know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself, and that aligns with your purpose. Okay. For sure.
That's real. So, and you at the top of the interview, you talked about being focused on your purpose, not focused on like money and monetary gain. So what has that looked like for you when you put your focus not on money, but put your focus on purpose and just solely like started to operate in that? How did that change your life? How did not only change your outlook, but how did that change things for you tangibly?
It's really when you dedicate yourself to giving to the world gonna give back to you. Oftentimes we think of a perspective about what can I get, what can I take, and one of my sayings that I say in my speeches is sit back and understand how could I be of value. Every time I network, every time I shake somebody here, I ask them, how could I help you? How could I be of value? Put out to the world, I promise it's gonna come back 10 times. It's gonna come back tenfold for sure. And that's what it looks like, just putting more out in the world and watching things come back. That's what it is.
So as far as your mindset is concerned, how has that It sounds like to me that has been freeing for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how would you describe the feeling of
Mm.
living and operating that way?
It's special because it's like for a big part of my life, I just always looked of what can I take? What can I take from this? What can I get from this? I need to get out of my situation. What can I take? And when I sat back and I was just really like, okay, I'm gonna pray up real quick, and what can I give? It was just like all the stress just relieved. Like I don't walk in no fear of people thinking I'm a user or an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? In fact, people gravitate to me because they know that from the bottom of my heart, I want to help you. How can I help you? I don't get paid no bag for no 501c. There ain't no crazy bag and no nonprofit. It's a nonprofit. It's non-profitable. You know what I'm saying? But I do it because I'm doing the God's work of pleasing God and not people. And that's the greatest thing you can do. I please God. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do, and everything else aligns. And it's just like that feeling is just like it's surreal. It's like one word we use is a nur. Your nur shines, and it's just like it's hard to explain. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been trying to articulate the words because I've been asked this question before, but I can't even articulate how I feel and the fact of what I'm doing because it's like I don't know how to explain it other than it's surreal and it's powerful. Like my heart desires to help. And that's real. My heart desires to not hurt, but to help and build with my influence and my power, to change my environment, to change the narrative of the men that look like me. And that's my calling. If somebody gonna lead the mission, it's gonna be me. And everybody in my hood trusts me to do it, so let's do it.
That's really like just you not having the words to describe what that feels like that's just like powerful in itself. That like it's a feeling so I don't want to use the word high, but you know what I mean. Like it's a
high.
Yeah, it's like a feeling so high that it's like, well dang, I can't even put it into words. Like that's really what's up.
Yeah.
And to me that's indicative of being on experiencing a feeling of happiness, of gratefulness, of being stress free. That is when you can't put it into words. Like when you can't put it into words, like you hear. But when you can't put that feeling into words because the feeling is so great, it's like now you on that like God frequency. Now you're on that like that spiritual frequency where it's like it made me think of like how people be talking about like catching the Holy Ghost and you can't like, oh, I don't know what just came over me or whatever. It reminds me of just being at that level of closeness with God and at that level of, I don't want to say spiritual enlightenment because usually people talking about like hiking up a mountain or something and like finding themselves.
I get what you're saying though. It's just like you just so in tune with yourself. You aligned. You know what I'm saying? Like your chakras is aligned. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like again, I don't know how to explain it. It's just it's an alignment. That's what it is. You align with yourself. You in tune, and when you become aligned with yourself, nobody gonna throw you off your pivot. Cause no man gonna make me or woman gonna make me lose character because I'm so in tune with what I do and who I am. Because I'm, you know what I'm saying? Again, go back to pleasing God, not people.
That's dope.
So that's what it is. Alignment, I guess.
That's super dope. And that's something that like I really hope that all of us can get to that level, get to that point where we are so in tune with what our purpose is, what our vision looks like, actually creating the action plan to make that come to fruition in real life, that we're able to basically just live life like just floating because we're living in that, we're experiencing that on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly. It's not just a feeling that you get every once in a while. It's not just that Sunday morning feeling. It's not just that Saturday morning feeling when you get to sleep in, or for those of us that do church on Saturday. But like that's a really powerful space to be in. And you spoke to when you're able to live that way, when your mindset has shifted that far, that other people aren't able to get you out of character because you are who you are. And that speaks volumes when we're talking about growth and development. Because I mean, everybody knew the old you. And
for sure.
when you get to the point, y'all know I'm gonna point to the sign for those of you on audio. But
everybody can't.
When you get to that point where everybody can't go, people always want to bring up what you used to do, the old you, your old habits, your old characteristics, and to be so far into your journey and to have grown to such a level that you are able to say with confidence and operate in confidence that other people can't break you out of this elevated version of yourself, this next level version of you. That's truly dope. And for you guys listening, that is like, this is where I'm hoping that everybody can get to. This is what the tools are for. This is what the pod is for, what the books are for, the workshops, the journals, any of the collateral that comes out of Everybody Can't Go. This type of transformation, this is what the purpose of all of this is. So that you are able to move and operate in that light feeling. You're able to live in that dream life that you would like to create for yourself. That you are able to literally let stuff roll off your shoulder. And I'm not talking about one of the steps in the journey. You will get to the point where it's like, I didn't say nothing, but what I should have did because the old me would have, but literally getting to the point where you don't have somebody else taking you out of your character because you're literally just floating so high that you were just like, oh, you're still you? That's nice. And you are literally able to continue on about your day. You're literally able to continue on about your life and let other people be who they are. Let them do what they're going to do because you have transcended and become the person that God designed you to be. And also, you were the one who decided to, because all of you get to choose. And you made that choice to go ahead and grasp that thing and to take hold of it and become that elevated version of yourself. And I mean, not even deciding to stop here, still looking for other ways to continue to grow, give, connect, and be at a greater place and space with God. And I find that just very encouraging, especially for you to be so young, that you set out on this journey and were so focused on like getting to the point that you are now. Like, it's truly amazing. And I hope that you all can take this as inspo for what is possible, what can be achieved. And it's always good to have a reminder because we do all these lessons, we do all this learning day in and day out. But, you know, sometimes we get beside ourselves thinking, oh, well, I heard that before. I learned that before. I already know. You already told me that. But at the time that you learned those things or you heard those things, that could have been a year ago. That could have been 2 years ago.
Exactly.
It could have been 6 months ago. When you are growing and you are leveling up and elevating yourself for real. I'm not talking about for play. I'm not talking about because you can regurgitate what you've heard versus actually live what you've heard and what you've learned. Rehearing that information, it's going to be the exact same information, but you are going to apply it in a completely different way because you're at a whole new level. You're going to hear it a different way. You're going to process the information a different way. If you are, and I can honestly say, if you're to the point where you like, I heard that before, and you want to just shrug it off because you already heard it, you're not growing as much as you think that you did. Because you could hear the exact same thing and you should hear the exact same thing, but be finding a new way to apply it because you are a new you. So this version of you never has been exposed to that information. You have knowledge of it. You might have notes on it, but the way that it will be applied to who you are now and who you are today, when you truly experience that kind of growth, the way that you will apply that exact same thing today, it's going to be what you would have done with the same info 6 months ago. It's going to pale in comparison to it.
Yeah, education without implementation is just entertainment.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Thanks.
That application is what makes information valuable.
Exactly.
And I notice that sometimes people use information as currency and they learn it so that they can just repeat it, not actually do it.
That's a gem. Yeah.
And for those of you online, that's the type of people to be aware of and beware of when you are really on the growth thing and you're really living it versus people that know how to talk good, people that know how to talk that growth talk, people that they make it sound good in the moment, but 3 months from now, 6 months from now, they still running in place and complacent, and they good with where they are. They're good with being in that space, and you've elevated, you've leveled up, and you looking like, oh yeah, no, come on. That is enough with our come on, and trying to pack these heavy loads on our back and carry other people.
Yeah.
Because if y'all started out side by side, even if you have outpaced the person that you started out side by side with, and when you look back, they shouldn't be in the exact same spot where you left them when you started running. And even if you do end up looking back for them, it's ridiculous if you get to the point of walking all the way back to where they at. It's one thing to stand in place while you're waiting on somebody else to catch up to you, but for you to go all the way back to come and get them, 9.5 times out of 10, if you got to walk back to go get them, they wasn't never coming in the first place. And they only going to go as far as you will carry them.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to be tired. Eventually, you're going to be losing opportunities. Eventually, you're going to get sick of it and hopefully not grow resentful of the other person because you allowed for them to be able to use you.
Yeah.
So make sure.
He's speaking. Don't make me tear up on this podcast now. Come on.
Hey,
Come
look,
on.
you got to get them boundaries in place.
They got to be left for sure.
Yeah. The more value you gain or grow within yourself, the more responsible you have to be.
Yeah.
With the rooms that you're in, the people that you're associating with, those who you choose to work with. And I just really commend you for your growth. I think I'll have to go back and see. Maybe it's been about a year or something since you've been on.
And you see my same camp, my same team, they're not here. You know what I'm saying? We dolo. The marathon continued. Like I said, 180 days. Saying, and that's marathon continued. Show go on.
This growth has been amazing to see. I'm glad that you came back in, that you popped in to check in with us and let us know what new programming that you guys have coming up. So I know that you have your next networking event coming up. Tell the people, plug us in for what the next event is.
Let's do it. So July 25th and July 26th, we got CTM weekend to where we got an accumulative. It's my birthday on the 31st. So on the 26th, I'm doing an old money aesthetic network and social capital events where I'm going to have a couple of special guests. I'm not going to know when this airs, but I can't tell you who the special guest is, but just know it's some people that changed the narrative, not only for us, but for people years. And it's powerful, very powerful trailblazers. We have some of our mentees that's going to be speaking. We're going to have some heavy hitters within a lot of different industries, whether it's real estate, acting, or even the musical. We got some Grammy award-winning people coming to the event. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be heavy. If you want to build your social capital, make sure you're there July 26th. July 25th is a little bit more for the family, but if you're part of Change the Narrative and you dive in the mission, just reach out to me. We're going to make sure you're there to celebrate what we're doing, the history that we're making, dive Change the Narrative.
Okay, cool. So we will make sure that you guys have the links that you need in the show notes below so that you are able to reach out to Nas. If you're not already following him in his journey from the last time that he was on, we'll go ahead and make sure that those social media handles are down there for you guys to like, subscribe, follow. And if you are coming, and notice I said if you're coming, because yes, I will be there.
Yes, Lord. You gonna make me cry twice now. Don't do it. Special guest.
We'll make sure that you guys have the links below so that you can get your tickets and get your access to the event.
Yes, Lord.
Can't wait to see you there, and can't wait to link with you there at the event as well, and see everything that you've been putting on. I've actually missed a couple of them just in my travels. Like every time he's hit me up for one of these, y'all, I'm like, I'm out of town. He's like, hey, yo, I'm where you at? And I'm like, I'm not in my own city. I'm traveling. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. But we were finally able to link, of course, for Poppy's weekend. And like this definitely I can't wait. This is my thing to travel and do for that weekend. So I can't wait to see all of the great work that you've done. And for you guys, make sure that you check out all of the links below for tickets to Nas's event so that you can see some of the new things that I have cooked up for you all. You all know Everybody Can't Go. everybodycg.com. We always have some new things on the site there for you guys. Check out what we have new coming up for you guys. Make sure that if you haven't already hit the button, subscribe to Everybody Can't Go Convos and follow us on socials and let us know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. So we'd like to thank you for coming on to Everybody Can't Go Convos again. And do you have any closing words for us?
Everybody can't go and change the narrative.
Hey, that's it. So we thank you guys for tuning in for another Everybody Can't Go Convo.
Yes, Lord.